At this time, I would like to call the Hardin County Board of Education meeting to order. And first on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. If you all would stand and join me. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you all. And number 3 is board commitments, and Ms. Johnson, take care of that.
To improve our effectiveness, the Hardin County Schools Board team commits to keep children first, listen, be prepared, be professional, demonstrate financial stewardship, represent the entire district and support district goals, and support board decisions.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to thank all of y'all for coming out. We've got a lot of recognitions here tonight and proud accomplishments of our students. So John Wright's going to take care of that for us.
Yes, sir. So we have a couple of resolutions in front of you. One of them is the HCS Stronger Together Award. We're going to bring those 3 folks up first. And then is our very long list, which is, it's great to have a very long list of student recognitions. And the North Hardin Band is at the bottom of that. We're going to move them up to the top just because they have to go play tonight at a basketball game. So they need to get out of here. So I don't know why they wouldn't want to stay for the rest of the board meeting, but so anyway, they're going to do that. So
We need a motion.
so let's go ahead, and if you'll pass those resolutions, Mr. Wise, we'll get started on those.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the resolution. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, let's bring up Ms. Presley Scott. Presley, you here? Here she is. She's going to come this way. Here's Presley Scott, and I want to apologize to you, Presley. She was the Stronger Together Award winner in January, and I forgot to call her. So she is the Stronger Together Award winner this month. And so let me tell you why she's the Stronger Together Award winner. She is an 8th grade student at West Hardin Middle School. Presley is a bright, kind, respectful, and helpful young lady who always has a smile on her face and a positive attitude. And Presley, this came from your administrators at West. She puts forth her best effort when completing tasks and assignments and is always willing to help others. Teachers comment that they can sit or pair anyone with Presley, and she is willing to work with and help them as if they were best friends. She is a member of the West Hardin Band and always volunteers to take on leadership roles in the band. She automatically helps others without being asked, and her peers look to her for guidance on music and class exercises. In other situations, her peers urge her to lead because they know she has good judgment. She has morals and values that she sticks to and is not afraid to share those with others. Presley's peers think a lot of her. Presley is Beta Club president, a member of the yearbook staff, and plays on the volleyball team. Presley is also an office aide. Staff and teachers often rely on Presley to assist them with different tasks because she is so dependable and obviously well deserving of the Stronger Together Award. Thank you so much, Presley, for your work. Next, we'd like to bring up Miss Michelle Richardson. I saw you, Miss Michelle. Miss Richardson, come on up. Miss Richardson is a teacher at G.C. Burkhead Elementary School. And we're going to tell you why she deserves the Stronger Together Award. Ms. Richardson has been instrumental in helping the district plan for new social studies standards. She has organized meetings and helped lead elementary school social studies teachers district-wide through performance of professional learning communities and prepare and provide input that they can prepare and provide input to the Kentucky Department of Education. Her work has given HCS teachers an advantage and an effort to hit the ground running when the standards are passed by the Kentucky General Assembly. Ultimately, Mrs. Richardson's work will give HCS students an advantage in the classroom as they work hard towards state assessments. Thank you, Ms. Richardson, for your work. Thank you. Next, we'd like to bring up our friends from Cumberland Health. Ms. Ibby and there's some other folks. Yeah, come on up, guys. We cannot, members of the board, we cannot sing enough praises about our partnership with Cumberland Health. Cumberland Health has opened a Healthy Kids Clinic at each school and is teaming with current HCS school nurses. The clinic has a medical director to provide standing orders so children will be able to receive over-the-counter medications such as Tylenol, ibuprofen, antacids, etc. from the school nurse if the symptoms warrant that type of medication. Healthy Kids Clinic nurse practitioners are also available if children have more severe symptoms and parent permission is given to treat the child in that manner. Students can also receive well child examinations, dental services, immunizations, and behavioral health services if parents so choose for those services to be provided. HCS students, parents, and staff have given these services rave reviews and have been extremely complimentary of this fantastic service, compassion, and professionalism that the nurses and nurse practitioners have provided across the district. We owe you a debt of gratitude. We thank you so much for what you do for our kids each and every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bring in our students. North Hardin Band. This is the North Hardin High School Band, and let me tell you why we are honoring them. They finished, the North Hardin Band is traditionally one of the best in the state, and it was again this year. The North Hardin High School Marching Band finished second in the state in the 5A KMEA Championships. Let's give them a round of applause, please. So what these bigger groups are going to do, they're going to walk across the stage, introduce themselves into that microphone, and Mr. Levins is going to show them to the area behind you so we can get a picture of them. So, Mr. Froge, if you'll bring your band across the stage.
Ms. Morgan said I had to introduce myself. I'm Brian Froge, the Director of Bands at North Hardin.
My name is Lily Maddox.
Speak up, folks. Loudly and clearly. Yeah, we want people to hear you.
Adrian Sagwai.
Savannah Thomas.
Gabe Alexandre.
Trinity Pleasant, All-State Band.
Sydney Gardner.
Chastity Thompson, All-State Band, Honor Band of America.
Christopher Gray, All-State Band.
Brianna Rickey.
Lauren Rollerson.
Tristan Ferguson, All-State Band.
Bethany Trotta, All-State Band.
Sean Evans. Justin Yee.
Grace Davis.
Shelby Bollinger.
Taylor Caskey. Camden Braden. Sebastian McCoy.
Gabriella McCoy.
Alyssa Gomez.
Catherine Patterson.
Lacey Allen.
Sandra Walden.
Jenna Mitchell.
Emily Simmons-Lee.
Brian Jaggers.
Madison Drury.
Jaden Cardona.
Dawson Dyer.
Jordan Caskey.
Daria Kiley.
Solace Hill.
Tamara Allen. Olivia Craig.
Raven Elam. Khadija Seydu.
Zoe Garrido.
Alexis Atchison.
Isabella Watkins. Issa Patel. Krupi Patel.
Leah Banks.
Kayla Hamilton. Lily Hamilton. Haley Ward.
David Harado.
Savannah Hartwich, All-State member.
Dakota Hack, All-State. Kentaro Hall.
Brandon Joe.
Ryan Marshall.
Amber Jones, All-State Band.
Thomas Miller. Randall Smith.
Mila Lee.
Drew Bollinger. Chemo Debbie Barr. Isaac Sparks.
Jayla Sharp. Jessica Roberts. Diego Harada. Claire Myers.
Brendan Halber.
Zaire Garrido.
Akima Simpson.
Justin Dickerson, All-State Band member.
Sarah Burden.
Elizabeth Patterson.
Charlie Sigler. Adam Roth.
Javon Lindsay, All-State. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to the North Hardin High School Band. Moms and dads, aunts and uncles, grandparents, please snap some photos real quick.
Smile real big. Smile real big.
All righty. Thank you, Mr. Lovins. Hey, congratulations, guys. Very proud of you. Hey, congratulations to all of our parents and grandparents and everyone who has supported the band this year. We appreciate your help as well.
Ms. Morgan just informed me that the band that beat them has a $1 million budget.
Band.
The band.
There you go.
So I can say our students done really well.
Absolutely. This is Garrett Ashlock. He could probably win 1 million of these medals. Garrett Ashlock is a National Merit Finalist. You also are presidential, I forget the name of that award as well, but Garrett will do very, very well in life. Let's give a big hand to Garrett Ashlock. Central Hardin. Garrett is a student at Central Hardin High School. He is a National Merit Finalist. That is a very prestigious achievement, and we know that Garrett will do very, very well. Is that all? Central Hardin All-State Band is next. Central Hardin All-State Band. Again, a very prestigious honor. These guys have worked hard in band, and have earned all-state status.
Sebastian Petzinger.
Carissa Dingus.
Kayla Slayball. Mariah Kendall.
Madison Fogel.
Anna Tillman.
Sarah Mays.
Graham West.
Let's give them a great big hand, please. North Hardin High School track and field. Come on across, guys. Since there's only two of you, I'm going to introduce you guys. Is that okay? Is that okay if I do it? Okay. These young ladies, Mila Lee and Angel Lee, did I say that right? Maybe you should have done it. They are state champions in discus and state champions in shot put. Congratulations, ladies. They actually won that award last school year and have come back tonight to get their awards. So we appreciate them coming back. This young man, Joseph McCord, I want to apologize to Joseph. Joseph McCord won a very prestigious scholarship. The Martin Luther King Scholarship. It's a national scholarship. He was chosen out of obviously a lot of students, and Joseph McCord won that as a student here at John Hardin High School. So congratulations. Heartland Elementary School Beta. Come on across, guys, and there is one of you, isn't there? Okay. This is Mackenzie Sosa. Mackenzie finished at the Beta Convention, State Beta Convention. She finished third in handmade jewelry. Congratulations, Mackenzie. This is Lincoln Trail Beta. Come on across, guys.
Maddox Adams. Madeline Tabb. Lena Brown.
Okay, Maddox Adams finished second in math. Lena Brown finished third in multimedia art. And Madeline Tabb finished third in photography. Congratulations. They brought their plaques with them, as you can tell. Very proud of them, and they should be. This is Courtney Woodward. Is that right, Miss Courtney? You finished second place in three-dimension art for grades 3. No, is that right? Am I saying that right? Okay. Finished second place in three-dimension art for grades 3 through 5. Congratulations. Courtney did that at the Kentucky Art Education Association. Congratulations, Courtney. Okay, this is Jackson Farmer and Addison Blackburn. Jackson finished second place at the Clarkson Honeyfest two-dimensional art contest, and Addison finished in third place at that same contest. Congratulations, guys. Lakewood, I apologize. Lakewood Elementary. Congratulations. West Hardin Middle School Beta.
Jonathan Riley.
Austin Weiss.
Catherine Markey.
Okay, Jonathan finished at State Beta Convention. He finished first place in 8th grade science. Austin Weiss finished first place in 6th grade social studies. And Catherine Markey was part of a team with Jonathan, Lindy Barnes, and Avery Goodman that were Quiz Bowl finalists. Congratulations, guys. Okay, Central Hardin High School Beta. Walk on across, please.
Caleb Young.
Avery Shoulders. Anna Turlington.
Okay, Avery finished first place in 9th grade agri-science. Caleb was the winner in the 10th grade agri-science. And Anna was second place in Mixed Media Division 1. Congratulations to you Bruins. Okay, John Hardin High School Beta. Come on in. We'll tell you.
William Hepp V.
There you go.
Dijoni McDermott.
Lucy Sansala.
Crystal Bilbrey.
Okay, these guys were either part of the second place robotics team or the third place problem solving scenario team. Congratulations, John Hardin. Beta. North Hardin Beta. Come on, Trojans.
Madeline Harris.
Madison Parker.
Okay, so Madison was third place jewelry, and Madeline Harris. Oh, she was part of the second place Spotlight on Service team. Congratulations, guys. Good job. This is Braxton Loeffler. He finished first grade in math at the Beta Convention. He's from Cecilia Valley Elementary School. Congratulations, Braxton. Okay, North Middle 7th grade basketball team. Come on across, guys. So as you can tell, they're carrying some hardware. Let me introduce you guys first, and then you can say your names individually. The 7th grade boys basketball team at North Middle School won the MSAC championship, and they finished second in the 72-team Kentucky Basketball Commission state tournament for middle schools. The future is bright for North Hardin basketball.
Lamonte Jeffrey, Tavion Smith, Jerice Fortson,
Azarian Voss.
Cameron Mulligan.
Jabari Rashid, Sean Boykins Jr.,
Jaden Boykins.
Seth Woods,
Jay Sean Bell.
Javon Lane Dean.
Lorenzo Morgan.
Xander Mack.
Neil Gibbs.
Sean Boykin Sr.
Congratulations, North Middle School.
Way to go, coach.
All right, East Hardin Beta. Going across, ladies.
Sarah Bowers.
Emma Childress.
Cara Clark.
Hannah Robbins. Kendall Ashlock.
Daniel Jen,
Brad Mink.
Garrett Milby.
Avery Murray.
Brennan Adams.
Annie Yates.
Reagan Scarborough.
Ellie Dick.
Priscilla Riggs. Lainey Risley. Elena McNeil.
Jude Casey.
Ashley Lowe.
Molly Hazel,
Angela Van Meter.
All right, a big portion of these students, they finished second in the state in the group talent competition. If you know anything about Beta, the Beta convention, the talent competition is like the creme de la creme, right? I mean, it's like the big daddy competition. These guys finished second in the state, so they will go on to national competition in Oklahoma City. So if you have $1 or $2, you may want to throw that their way as they go to Oklahoma City. And so Avery Murray was first place in painting, Annie Yates first place in 3D design, Brennan Adams first place in science, and Jude finished second place in social studies. Congratulations, guys. Okay, and last but certainly not least, your young man has been waiting patiently. Going across, Mike. This is Mike Eads. He and Blake Bruner finished second in the state bowling unified division. Congratulations. John Hardin High School. I apologize, Mike. John Hardin. Okay.
Good job, Michael.
Mr. Chairman, I'm finished.
Great bunch of students there, and Hardin County Schools, as far as we're concerned, are the best. So, great students. Okay, we have approval of NEA's Read Across America proclamation, and Regina Boone is going to represent us with that. Great.
My name is Regina Boone. I'm a kindergarten teacher at G.C. Burkhead Elementary School, also serving as president of Hardin County Education Association. You know, this month, coming up March 2nd, is National Read Across America, and it was started by NEA 21 years ago as a way to promote early childhood literacy. So every year we ask the board to sign a proclamation that states that this year we're hoping on March the 1st, rather than on Dr. Seuss's birthday, that we would declare Hardin County as taking a stand against early childhood literacy by having every child being read to by a responsible adult in their schools. We have a few things that we would like to give to you. This year, It was brought to my attention by our principal in the district that there have been some issues with Dr. Seuss, so we would like to ask that you do a nation of diverse readers where all children are being read to responsibly. So instead of Dr. Seuss books this year, we bought you some different books that you can choose from. So this book is, and all these books are centered around diversity in schools. This one is A Day You Began, and it's about a student that came from Venezuela that came to school and he did not speak English. This book is about helping in the community. It's We Are All Welcome. And this one is Who Will You Be? And it's also about a little girl. She's also serving as an anchor on The View right now. So she asked her parents when she was small, what was she going to be? And she talked to veterinarians in the community. So it's talking about community helpers and encouraging children to be who they are. So you can choose the book that you want. And we also bought you, as you go to schools, we're hoping that you will all go to schools on Friday, March the 1st, and read to a child. So one year we gave you pencils, and we gave you plenty of Dr. Seuss hats. So we have certificates to give to every child or the classroom that you read to. Give them a certificate for reading. And the proclamation reads, Any age read across America, proclamation, a nation of diverse readers. Whereas the citizens of Hardin County stand firmly committed to promoting literacy as a catalyst to and for our students for future academic success, their preparation for American jobs, for their future, and their ability to complete the global economy. And whereas the Hardin County Education Association has provided significant leadership in the area of community involvement in the education of our youth, grounded in the principle that educational investment is key to the community's well-being and long-term quality of life. And whereas Any Age Read Across America is a national celebration of reading on March 1st, 2019, sponsored by the National Education Association, promotes reading and adult involvement in the education of our community students. Therefore, it be resolved that the Hardin County Board of Education calls on the citizens of Hardin County Schools and the community to assure that every child is in a safe place reading together with the caring adult on March the 1st, 2019. And be it further resolved that this body enthusiastically endorses Any Age Read Across America and recommits our community to engage in programs and activities to make America's children the best readers in the world. And we would also like to ask, I didn't bring a copy of the flyer, I changed the date. It is the flyer that you allowed us to pass out last year. So I would like to ask permission to pass those out in the schools again. We are having our Dr. Seuss night on Thursday, February 28th, because the mall was already booked on Friday, March the 1st. So we would like to ask to extend an invitation to the superintendent and everybody on the board to come and read. And Mr. Sutton, I've already asked Mr. Sutton to read. So we would like to extend an invitation for you all to come and read. We need community involvement to make it successful.
Thank you. Motion carries. Thank you, Regina.
You're welcome, Mr. Wines. And you can switch books if you like.
I want a Dr. Seuss hat.
I'll just take the top.
While we're signing the resolution, hopefully you've noticed some billboards around the community and some commercials on the radio by our preschool director, Carlina Sharon, encouraging parents to read to their children each night and what a difference that will make in their success in school. Also, we have shirts that we have created that says, Read to Me, and those will go home with our preschool students, one in each classroom each week, and then we're encouraging the parents to read to them and actually take a picture of the child and the parent reading together and put that out on social media so that we can encourage all parents to read to their students, because that is a great indicator of success in school when that happens at home.
What time is the thing at the mall? Did she say?
4 to 7, I forgot to say.
4 to 7.
4 to 7.
Okay.
That's, reading to those young children is really important. You don't realize that until you've seen some come along that's really, it's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Put away the phones and read.
Yes.
That's my recommendation.
Okay, focus on academics, and Mr. Sutton, take care of that.
Yeah, we've got two of our students here with us tonight from EC3. I'm going to call them up at the stage while I'm talking about them. Tonight we have Taylor Smith with us and Spencer Yates. what's special about these two young men is they were educated right here in Hardin County Schools. Taylor at Lincoln Trail Elementary School, Spencer at GC Burkhead, went on to East Hardin Middle School. Now they're both Central Hardin students. They both spend part of their day at EC3 at our early college career center. They're actually in the engineering project lead the way program there with Mr. Nagel. And they heard y'all were having a 3-hour meeting tonight, and they said, Mr. Sutton, they need something to drink. You know, so they brought their robots they designed this past year, and they want to show you how that worked. They want to talk about what they're doing over there at EC3 with Mr. Robbins and their project lead the way program. So I'm going to turn it over to Taylor and Spencer. Let them put on a little demonstration. When they deliver the water bottle to you, you have to grab it out of the hand. So this is for you guys.
All right, we just want to thank you guys for having us here tonight. And robotics, automation, and AI is becoming more relevant in everyday life. We did some research from Forrester, and about 15 million new jobs will be brought to the U.S. over the next decade, which is equivalent to 10% of the workforce. And as you can see, Spencer's driving the robot right there, trying to pick up the bottle.
That's not as easy as it looks, is it?
VEX Robotics helps prepare us for life after school. It can prepare us for whatever job we're going to go into, be engineering or whatever. And we also have this robot right here that can shoot balls.
Oh.
Hey, you drive one more.
So we pursue excellence here at EC3 in Hardin County whenever with VEX Robotics. So this year alone, we have accumulated 28 trophies, 28 awards throughout all the tournaments we have competed at in high schools alone. And over the 6 years we've been competing, Central Hardin, John Hardin, and North Hardin have accumulated over 275 awards from competing at tournaments throughout those years. In the coming weeks, especially in March 2nd, we will have middle school state hosted at the Early College Center. We invite everyone out to come check out what our middle schoolers can do from here in our state and in our county. March 9th is high school state, where we will be competing in Shelby County. And then in the first week of April, we're actually competing in Council Bluffs, Iowa at the U.S. Open. That is a lot of teams from the United States and other places like Japan, China, as well as later on in the month of April is VEX Worlds, where it is also held in Louisville, Kentucky. And everyone's invited to that as well. It's April 24th through the 27th. It's really nice. You'll see teams from 60 plus countries competing all to be world champions.
What were the dates on that one again?
Huh?
What were the dates on that one again?
April 24th through the 27th.
And we're at in Louisville.
The Expo Center.
It uses the entire Expo Center.
Yes.
Yes.
EC3 has been one of the staples for excellence in the past years for VEX. Last year, our school became the original charter for the International Robotics Honor Society. Our team 6135W, which you can see is the one delivering the water bottles, was 2 years in a row ranked #1 in skills in the world. And in the past 2 years before then, we have had 3 robots actually get 3rd place in the World Championship.
Took him a piece of candy.
So another feat from last year was our engineering teacher at EC3. He was actually nominated and was inducted as the Teacher of the Year last year from the entire world. He's actually on the front of the RAC Foundation's website. You can see Mr. Nagel and some of our other alumni. And he actually received Teacher of the Year out of 800 plus applicants around the world.
Wow. Can we ask some questions?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to build one of those things?
Oh my gosh.
I'd say this took me and my team from last year. We started in the summer and our season ended about April, so it took a bit. We started as soon as last year's season ended, and we kept on going until that season ended, at the very end.
How many's on a team?
Last year, I was with all seniors, but they all graduated. It was about five, including me.
So you built it all together?
Yes, ma'am.
How much does one of those things cost?
2,000 plus.
It's about 2,000 each.
Oh my gosh.
So every year we actually have a program with Singapore teams and some China teams. They come over right before Worlds and they actually scrimmage us. So we have, if you go into the robotics lab, we will have a exchange program trophy inside that we share with the Singapore teams. They come over, we talk, and we learn more about their culture as well as ours. And we just have a lot of time communicating basically through robotics and competing against each other.
How come you don't get to go over there?
Well,
Funding.
World's here.
They were invited. It's
Miss
fun
Sharon,
day.
the Worlds are held in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
So when they change to Singapore, they'll be coming to ask you for that trip approval.
So we often try and be inducted in our community. So we actually judge in the VEX IQ tournaments we host here. Last week was VEX IQ State, which multiple teams from around the state, we help judge and referee that over at Creekside, as well as we provide leadership opportunities where us high schoolers, we go out to the local middle schools and elementary schools, and throughout the year we actually mentor them. So not just the high schools are doing this, but East Hardin, West Hardin, JT Alton, North Middle, all of us are competing and building robots, and we're helping mentor them. So next week at Middle School State, we can try and help them be the best they can.
So I'm sure there's companies that sells parts for these things like Legos, or there's all kinds of things you can buy to expand them or make a new one or whatever.
So what it is VEX Robotics, they have a actual rule set where you can only buy specific parts based off of VEX and the similar products. Like you can see the smaller robot has rubber bands on it.
Right.
We don't have to buy those directly from VEX, but all the metal does have to come from VEX Robotics.
Okay.
And we had to build everything out of VEX Robotics material or close enough lab materials.
Interesting.
Do you design it yourself from scratch? You don't have like patterns you can use?
No, this is all our idea. We have an engineering notebook, so we usually go throughout the year to track our progress, and we usually have how we integrate design from design. We use Autodesk Inventor to try to plan out a design on the computer beforehand, and we also use usually past games from the years before that, and we look at videos to get ideas for what we might like. For example, last year, my team, there was a game called, what was it? The game where you stack the cubes?
Skyrise.
There was Skyrise, and they had robots like this, but they were a lot taller. So we looked at the lifts that they had on those robots and integrated it into the game for that year to try to find a good design. And we ended pretty good. We lost the world championship by 1 point.
Oh.
So you can see the smaller robot. This is this year's game. It's called Turning Point. So this robot has actually already competed in multiple tournaments throughout the whole year, accumulating 16 awards throughout the season, as well as competing at a national tournament for that actually would have qualified us for a world championship, and we actually lost that also by 1 point.
Oh.
And that was at the Smithsonian Center?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you name them?
Sometime, yeah.
This one right here is Wumbo.
What?
Wumbo.
We call this one Wumbo, 6 and 3-5 Wumbo.
They usually develop their nicknames from the people on the team or different histories with what happens. So.
And you have to build a new one every year?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Usually
the idea of that is so that the existing teams don't have an advantage against the people that are just starting.
Yeah.
So.
I also didn't say, but we have 14 teams competing out of just EC3 alone. That's only the 3 high schools. So we have around 14 to 20 robots are being built and worked on throughout the entire year. Sometimes, like our team alone has built 5 robots so far throughout this entire season. So we have some of those older robots we've been working on and competing with, as well as our new ones that we keep updating and trying to figure out the best we can do.
Well, I
And
think
can you make
Wumbo
changes
could,
to it during the year? You
Yes,
can't.
ma'am.
You can't.
I think Wumbo could get beside my recliner and go to the refrigerator and bring me a drink when I need one.
There you go. That's what I was thinking about that too.
That's awesome.
Any more
Good
questions?
job.
So you can shoot that ball to him, you can turn around and get the ball. All right, that's pretty good.
That is marvelous.
Yeah, I would like to make a couple comments here. Obviously, I know these guys. This is probably the reason I'm sitting here is because mentoring for the robotics teams. And I've worked with these people for, I don't know, 5 years now. But this truly is the best program in the world. Right here in Hardin County, these are the best teams in the world. So it doesn't mean they win every competition, but the whole world looks here to see how things are done. So that's just amazing. And that's thanks to Jason Nagel and his efforts over there, and Dan Robbins for supporting it. So we appreciate that.
You can't memorize facts and build that. This is what thinking's all about. This is what our future engineers are going to be able to do because of the programs that Mr. Robbins and them are putting in place at EC3. And I was talking to Brandy New today, and she's looking at writing a grant for an AP computer programming course. We've already written a grant for John Hardin and Central Hardin for the AP teachers to have opportunities to earn money for kids to make qualifying scores on their AP exams. So we're going to try to get her involved in that same program when her grant goes through. So they just keep adding more opportunities for our kids to think and to move toward what the future is going to be like. And these two kids right here, they're going to go out in the workforce and do great things. To stand up here at their age and say, we built this together, teamwork, and it's pretty impressive what Hardin County Schools is putting out.
Are you both going to be engineers?
Yes, ma'am. I am, at least. I'm going to software engineering, so more computer sciences programming.
Do you know where you're going to school?
Northern Kentucky.
Oh.
I want to go to Louisville Speed School for mechanical engineering.
Okay, good deal. That's wonderful.
Great.
Congratulations, guys.
Great job.
Thank you.
And I will tell you, as a person who has gone to Worlds for the past 3 years, it is an incredible experience. You walk up and down the hallways and you hear multiple languages and you see how they work together and they celebrate each other's success. So if you get a chance to go, I highly recommend the adventure for a day.
It's pretty unusual to see Freedom Hall filled with 10,000 people holding robots and chanting for one of the teams out there, and lasers and rock music, and kids don't usually get something that cool. This is pretty cool, and robots. So
Great job. Okay, recognition of visitors. No one signed in? Okay. Construction updates, and I think
We had that this
we had that
afternoon.
this afternoon. The bids are in the the bidding process is getting in the final stages of accepting bids, and I think March 12th, I believe,
yes,
is
sir.
when that we're going to take the bids for Lincoln Trail, and then we're going to have some of the bids on East Hardin a couple days later. Get the site work done, and hopefully by our next meeting we'll have a bid package that's complete, and we'll know whether we have enough money to build a school or not. So one of those things. All right, consideration of the consent agenda, and we also looked over the consent agenda at our noon meetings. We don't take any action, but if we have some questions or anything about the consent agenda, we go over it. I think this is a pretty normal consent agenda tonight. We've got the financial reports orders of the treasurer, approval of VEX Robotics Team to travel to Council Bluff, Iowa, and John Hardin High School DECA members to travel to Orlando, Florida. Central Hardin Band's going to Orlando, Florida. And we have the bid for the child nutrition this year for the 19-2020 school year. And we're approving the multi-vista proposals for the East Hardin Middle School and Lincoln Trail. A little different, we're using a construction manager this time, and the construction manager possibly will be bidding on some of the packages. This happens quite often. They wanted to make sure that we were aware of it, but they can bid on some packages as general contractor. I think Alliance is one of the groups that they're good in concrete, and I'm telling you, we need a good concrete contractor this time. So anyway, they more than likely will bid a few of the packages. And I think the rest of it is classified, certified personnel actions, and approving the minutes from January. Anyone have anything they want to pull out or they want to talk about separately?
Do we want to say anything about these SBDM allocations?
Yes, we want to mention them, or you want something to?
Well, I just thought Terry might talk about that in just a minute, so.
On our site-based council allocations this year, we have taken that back down to, I believe, 125. Is that correct, John? 125, right? 115, sorry. 115 this year from 140 until we have a set budget to make sure we can deliver on the funds that we promised to our schools. So we're going to start with a low figure in hopes of increasing that back so that our schools would have money for professional development as well as textbooks for this next year. But those will be coming out of district funds that we receive.
Anything else anyone wants to, any more discussion on? Or if
I'll
not,
make a motion we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And I don't think we had any action items that were outside this tonight. Any new business? I think board members, most of us are going to be attending the annual KSBA conference starting tomorrow, and we have to get several hours. Some of us old folks thought we had hours. They put in 12 more new hours of charter school, so we don't have a charter school, but they're still going to require that we go to charter school board training, so we will be there tomorrow and Saturday.
Some of us will be there Sunday, too.
Well, sorry about your luck. Okay, superintendent's report.
Yes, sir. Just want to do a huge shout out to all the folks over the past couple of weekends. It has been difficult to keep up with going to all the different activities that we have at our schools. Last weekend, we had academic team competition, and we had principals and teachers and assistants working throughout the district many, many hours. I see Ms. Clark here. I know she hosted future problem solving. That was for her school, but there were other schools in the district doing the same things. The excitement that the kids have and the success that they had, I believe Hardin County Schools had a sweep for academic team competition at the high school, middle school, and elementary school. So we greatly want to celebrate that. Also, at the same time, we had an archery tournament happening in the district at John Hardin High School. We had things happening here at the PAC. And then this week, we also have our district basketball competition going on for both boys and girls, and you saw North Middle School here. But there are opportunities everywhere in this district for all different kinds of talents that you have. So just really want to thank those coaches that go above and beyond each and every day to make great things happen for our students. And tonight, there's a few ball games happening. We wish the teams the best of luck, and some more over the next 2 days as well.
Right. And it's all Hardin County on the boys from this point on.
Yes, sir.
Yay. All right, we don't need an executive session, and Janae, tell those Cumberland Health Group to keep these kids healthy, because we don't want school out for health reasons, okay? Yes, sir. They're doing a good job. I was proud of them. I mentioned it today. You know, they've been to ball games. It's amazing that they're out there amongst the public.
They're starting their full-out dental program in a week and a half in all of our schools.
Good.
Services very similar to their practitioner. If you have insurance, good. If you don't, you're still going to see it, and they're going to connect them. We're working with local dentists to get them to a dental home. So
Great.
I'll share what Ms. Sutton said, since she doesn't have a mic, but Cumberland Health will be providing dental services, and we'll be working with our local dentist to make sure all of our students have good dental hygiene, which definitely leads to great health. So we appreciate that outreach program for all of our students as well.
Okay, if no other business.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all, and have a safe trip home.